Ashlyn started dancing when she was 2 and started to compete when she was 4. She competed in lyrical and jazz and hip hop. She danced at a ballet studio as well and loved it. She was very good at it. She always wanted to be on pointe shoes, and all 4 of her sisters were able to go on to pointe shoes before Ashlyn was, because she has one leg longer than the other and the back that is crooked with scoliosis. But she didn't accept that, and so she worked harder than everybody else so that she could still do pointe. When she got to be in high school, she was on the drill team, and then that was the last time she was dancing. Her sophomore year, during one of the first competitions, her hip dislocated. And it kind of became a more regular thing.
And all of a sudden I started getting really frequent dislocations of my hips and my knees.
Even if she was walking, if she was dancing, she could be doing anything and her hip would come out.
I experienced anywhere from 45 to 60 dislocations a day.
We were sent to many different doctors without specific answers. We were sent from one specialist to another specialist, and we were originally told that the first one that worked at Primary Children's would be able to help her.
So I went to a specialist, and he said that I was a case that was too far out of his league and that I needed to see an orthopedic specialist. A normal femur stands at 50%, meaning that it faces straight forward the way it should be. My femurs are rotated inwards at 90%, and my tibias, instead of having really bad introversion, they have very bad antroversion, which means that they rotate outwards.
He ordered a movement analysis. It's called a gait study, done at Shriners Hospital, and they analyze the entire body. They hook different metal, almost like lights or robots, onto Ashlyn's body everywhere. It took a few hours to do this test. When we got the gait study results back, saying that she had some other issues, including clonus, which is a neurological problem, he told us there was nothing that he could do for her, and sent us to see a different doctor that specializes in pelvic surgery, that he believed that she needed to have her pelvis broken and realigned. By the time that we were told that we were going to have surgery for Ashlyn, she had gone from dancing to being unable to walk on her own.
I started using my wheelchair around mid-October. I had 4 surgeries planned to fix my bones. And then when I went to go meet my surgeon, she says, "I don't think it's your bones." And that was when Ehlers-Danlos syndrome was proposed to me.
They finally said that she had Ehlers-Danlos. We did not know what that meant. We had never heard of it before. I have never heard of it before. As we've learned more about it, it is a very difficult disease. It's very life-changing, and there's no treatment or cure. The heart, the skin, the ligaments, the tendons, the eyes are all made of connective tissue. And with Ehlers-Danlos, the connective tissue is really lax, and so it never tightens, and it's never bonded the way that it should be.
It took away everything that I've ever known. I was a dancer for 14 years. I was so active and I did so much, and then all of a sudden I couldn't get out of bed on my own. It was kind of frightening at first, learning that I would never be better again. For so many months I thought that just by getting this surgery I would be okay. I'd be able to dance again, I'd be able to be active, I'd be able to run, I'd be able to live a normal life.
We were told that they would not do surgery on her. It was very disappointing because originally we thought that we had a surgery date scheduled, and that she would be closer to recovery and able to do and back to the things that she had always done. Later to find out in more detail that the Ehlers-Danlos itself is actually what controls so much of Ashlyn's medical problems. And they kind of just explained it as it makes it so the joints are very loose and dislocate easier and stretch more than other people's, and scars. The skin doesn't heal properly. That was kind of the only description that they gave us.
I couldn't do anything by myself. I couldn't push myself. I couldn't be alone.
After that, it got to the point where I think she was tired, mentally and physically.
On November 15th, I ended up in a mental facility for trying to kill myself.
I don't want to talk because I cry. Ashlyn ended up in the hospital in November and was there, spent almost 3 full weeks there.
It was really intensive therapy. It was all we did. We woke up at around 6:30 every morning. We went to bed at 10:30.
I spend every day trying to tell Ashlyn at least once that she's strong and that she can do things even when she feels like she can't.
And by the time I got out of there, I remember telling my mom, "Mom, I don't want to go to school in my wheelchair anymore. I'm ready to walk."
After she was out of the hospital, she was able to start walking.
So from then on out, I pulled out my crutches that I hadn't used in months. I just started taking my first steps around the house. It was actually an amazing feeling to know that I was in control of my body now and that this disease didn't control me.
It was almost like a little baby again learning how to walk, and she was still very clumsy, and she does walk most days by herself. And some days her body doesn't work at all, and it's at random. There's no explanation for it. It will never work as good as anyone, any normal, healthy person. She'll never be able to have those same luxuries that we all take for granted. And I wouldn't say that I regret the things that Ashlyn's done, but I think for her, maybe it was better to not know until she was older so that she could still experience all the things that she's been able to.
I'm grateful for the ability I still have to hold a pencil on most days. I'm grateful for the ability to be here talking to you. I'm grateful for the ability to be spreading awareness. I am grateful for so much. And having Ehlers-Danlos syndrome really opened my eyes about all of the good in the world. I want to be a role model or an inspiration for all of the other people who have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome or any other rare diseases that no one really quite understands.
She really has done great, and in the last few months she's been back at dance, working at the dance studio and teaching some classes and taking some as well, which is just amazing.
My mind is so much stronger than my body ever will be. It's all up to me what I do with this disease, whether I let it drag me down or if I use it to push me up and inspire others.